All right. So we are recording. Let me admit myself. Okay. Now I should be right. So let me turn off this camera. Let me make myself the host. Here we go. And now I am ready to get started. Let me give myself the opportunity to screen share. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, I see everyone is in the waiting room. All right. Good morning, everyone.
Sir.
Good morning. How you doing?
Morning, sir.
Good morning. All right, let's get started. So we're on October 15th, right? Let me send you the link again. How's everyone doing?
Sir, I have trouble with the homework.
All right, we'll go through the homework then. Not a problem. Let me send you the link. Okay, there we go.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right. So is anyone having trouble with the homework? Let's quickly talk about it. All right. Let's go back on the homework. All right. So we're gonna quickly go back on 14th and talk about the homework, right? So you were to
I only have trouble with 3 numbers.
All right. So after class, you're gonna send it in a WhatsApp group, and I'll just record myself going through it. All right. So send it in a WhatsApp group after class.
Okay.
All right. Let's get started though. So October 15th, we're gonna finish up on the final topic in linear equations, which is fractions in equations. We didn't fully expound on it, right? Because we did talk about the LCM, but I want to do one more question that goes through the steps precisely. So give me a moment. Let me load this up again. Well, that's coming up. Okay.
So I couldn't find the homework. I didn't know where to find it.
You didn't know where to find the homework?
Yeah, because I looked on the portal and I didn't see anything.
Right.
You were supposed to go into the notebook.
Right, the notebook. Exactly.
Oh, I didn't have the link. But...
All right, not a problem. So let's go through the final task in equations, which is working with fractions, right? So write this question down for me. Given 4x divided by 9.
So should you write 4x divided by 9 or the whole sentence that you're saying?
Yeah, so write the whole sentence. So given that 4x divided by 9. Okay, you should see it on your screen. Do you see it on your screen? Right there. Given that 4x, so look at my screen share and you see it. Given that 4x divided by 9 right, minus 3x plus 2, okay, is equal to 3x plus 2 divided by 3 is equal to 4. Well, good morning. Is equal to 4 divided by 9. Solve for x. So we have fractions we're working with, and our goal is to now find x. Right? So let me come off the screen a little bit. Does anyone remember what we say you need to find if you have fractions? What is the goal?
Find the LCM.
Right. Thank you, Isabel. Right. So find the LCM. So which?
Sir, you repeat the question again. What
Okay.
was it?
It's on the screen. Can you see the screen? Let me turn it sideways.
Yeah. Which one? There's like 4 equations on the.
All right. Let me zoom it up a bit more. Okay, you should be able to see it now. It says given that 4x divided by 9. So do you see it now? Right. It should say given that 4x divided by 9 minus 3x plus 2 divided by 3 is equal to 4 divided by 9. Do you see that? On your screen. Right. So, right. As Isabel said, we need to find LCM. No, let me go off the screen again. What value is shared amongst 9 and 3? What multiple do they have in common?
9.
Right. So 9 will go into 9 how many times? 1 time, right?
Yes, sir.
And
So I have the answer.
You have the answer already. Wow. Okay, let's go through the steps quickly then. Okay, so for everyone that doesn't have the answer, let's go through the steps, right? So we're saying that 9 is the LCM between 3 and 9. So we're going to call that our LCM, right? And the step that I showed you was that given the LCM, we can just multiply each term by that number, correct? So if we say 4x divided by 9 multiplied by the LCM, what would we get? We would get 9 multiplied by 4x divided by 9, correct?
Yes.
And when you work that out, what do you get now? So when you say 9 into 9 goes how many times?
1.
So you're only left with what value?
4x.
Right, exactly. Now let's go to the part 2. We finished part 1. We're on to the second movie. No.
Why is there 9s like everywhere?
Because 9.
Because you times it by 9 to kill the denominator.
Right. Because remember I said.
You don't have to be so like kill like that.
That's all right. But it gets the point across because you're basically eliminating. Let's use the word eliminate. We're eliminating all the variables.
That's the same thing as kill.
Right, but it's, I guess I don't like the word, right? I guess I don't like the word.
It's too serious for man.
Right. Okay. So now, as you say, we multiply each term by the LCM. We finished step 1. We're on to step 2 now. So when you multiply 3x plus 2 divided by 3, multiplied by 9, let's go to the steps. Okay. Now that 9, when worked with 3, how many times can 3 goes into 9?
3.
Right. So the denominator is gone, correct?
Yes.
Because we say 3 into 3 goes 1 time, and 3 into 9 goes 3 times. So now we're only left with a distributive question. Do you remember what I say when you have a value outside of a bracket? What do?
You give it to the things in the bracket.
So you distribute it to each term, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now we say we have 3 bracket 3x plus 2, right? And now we have the last movie to watch, which is a trilogy. We have 4 divided by 9 multiplied by the LCM. 9 into 9 goes 1, so we're only left with
4.
Right. Now you can see our new equation that we have is essentially 4x the minus 3 bracket 3x plus 2 is equal to 4. Now, when you expand the bracket that have the term on the outside, 3 times 3x gives you
9x.
9x, correct. Okay? Now, that 3 again, what other term in the bracket does it need to multiply to make it distributed?
2.
Yes. So negative 3 multiplied by positive 2 gives you no, negative 3. All right. Take this as example. 3 times 2 is
6.
right. But because we had a negative sign, what is the rule we say when you have a negative and a positive? It always turns
Negative.
right. So then we have 4x minus 9x minus 6. And we still carry out the 4. Now, given this question, I was speaking to someone yesterday about what you do after this step. What do you need to do to make only x on the left-hand side? You need to get rid of the b. So what do you do to the negative 6?
You put it to the other side.
0 and then plus
Right.
it on the other side.
Right. So that means you add 6 to both sides, correct? So you do
Yes.
so you do the opposite. So what do? You do the opposite operation that it was doing, which is subtracting. So you add it to both sides. Then you get 5x is equal to 4 plus 6, which is negative 5x is equal to 10, correct?
Sir.
All right. Now there's one final step to finish the movie. There's one final step. Now, what rule in linear equations did we say you need to do to make the a term on x on the right? What was the rule? Right. What do you divide by?
Negative 5.
Okay. So then we get 10 divided by negative 5, and our answer is
Negative 2.
perfect. So that was the final question that we needed to understand in linear equations. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir,
Yeah?
sir,
Uh-huh.
Faith needs to be let in.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Mehul and Faith. Wow. We have a packed room today, guys. We have 14 persons here. That's a lot of persons. Let me take register. All right. Thank you. So Faith and Mehul, if you just joined, not to worry. We were just going over one of the questions for, as your assignment. And it's recorded so you can get it after class. So not to worry.
Assignment?
You know what I'll start to post every class in the portal as well, so your parents will see it. Because I know that some of you guys saying, "Mom, I don't have any homework, so I'm good." So now I'll start to post it because I realize you guys are not doing the homework. All right, let's get back to it. So now we're finished with.
Sir, I just don't check my WhatsApp. I literally get like once a month.
I did my homework.
Gotcha. All right.
I would like to say I wasn't there.
Okay. Not a problem. So what we'll start to do from now on is I'm gonna put the entire website on the portal as well, so your parents can see. Okay. Now let's continue.
Sir.
Uh-huh.
Sir,
Yeah.
you have Discord?
Discord.
Yes.
Yeah, I have it actually. Yeah, I'll send it in the group if anyone has it. Okay, let's continue now. So what we're gonna work out now is also one question from the inequations, because what we just did was equations. Now we're gonna do an inequations question. So follow me. So in this question, what did I say you need to put to display your answer? You need a start with S.
Solution set.
Right. So to explain, so in equations we just wrote the right. So in equations we just wrote the answer, right? But in inequations you need to write a solution set. So let's work out an inequation question, right? Write this down for me. X plus 2.
Wait, sir, let me write that down.
All right.
So,
X plus 2
X plus 2 is greater than 7, greater than or equal to 7.
greater than or equal to 7, because there's an extra line under the greater than sign. All right.
Okay, sir, so I think I got the answer.
Wait, come on. We have to be on the same part, everyone. So now,
There's many answers.
Answer.
yeah.
There's
So,
many answers. So first it could be. Oh, actually, let me just do it.
right.
You want us to find the minimum answer for X?
Right. We're gonna find. Wait. Remember, guys, when in equations we're not looking for a value of x, we're looking for the solution set. Yeah, the range. We're looking for where x boundary is, where the range is. So when we say x is greater than or equal to a value, we're not saying x is that value. We're saying the range of x is in that boundary of the values. Now, what operation do you need to do to get the b term? Because remember, it's always a ax plus b is equal to a value. The b term in this case is 2. What do we need to do to get rid of that 2 and put it on the right term?
You minus it.
Right.
Sir, my form teacher says that I must ask a question in the class.
Right? What's the question?
Sir is asking who wants to read the PowerPoint presentation that we're going to be doing at lunchtime. You're just gonna have to say your name, and I just send it to you.
I'm the one that created it, so like someone else has to read. I'm not reading it.
I'm reading, so like we just need like 3 more people to reach
Okay.
like
I did the poem. I don't want to read.
I have social anxiety.
Let's say 3.
I like social studies.
Yeah, why doesn't say 3?
All right.
I'll read one side, I guess.
All right.
Alright, so Ben, base.
You do realize sir is waiting for us, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Wait, so sir, 1 minus
Right.
the
So you would carry over the 2 because you're adding it. So you would, huh?
So now turn it to 5. So that'd be
Yeah. So now the range of x is greater than or equal to 5, but we're not finished because remember, to write your answer in equations, you need to tell me the solution set. So you would say, hence, the solution set is, right, the set of, so you read this bracket as, write this for me. So write the bracket first, and I'll tell you how to read it because there's a proper way to read it.
Can I guess how you read the bracket?
All right, guess, let me hear it.
X is equal to or greater than 5.
Very close. But in brackets, you need to also tell me what the brackets mean. So the bracket actually means the set of all x, right? So the bracket means the set of all, and then whatever is inside, we read it. So now we say the set of all x such that x is greater than or equal to 5. That's how you read a solution set. So one more time.
So can you repeat?
Yeah, I'm going to repeat it. So we're going to say the brackets are read as the set of all. All right, the bracket is read as the set of all. The colon, which separates the x from the actual answer, is going to be read as such that. Understand? So it's the set of all x colon such that, the colon means such that x is greater than or equal to 5. That's how you state your answer. All right. Now the question can give you an additional 2 marks for saying, well, tell me graphically how this range will look. And that's where now the diagram that I was asking for yesterday will come into play. Now, here is the diagram. Let me scroll down. There we go. So in this diagram, right, you're telling me the range of x values. Now, what did I say when you have a greater than or equal to under the operator sign? Is the circle going to be
a circle?
Right, it's going to be a closed circle if it's equal to that value as well. But if it's a value that's just greater than that value, is it going to be closed or shade or open?
So open, close.
Wait, let me repeat. If the value is just greater than 5, is that circle on the diagram going to be shaded?
No.
Right. No, it's not going to be shaded. Correct. Now, how do we represent an open graph? Do you just write a circle, or tell me how you would do it?
Just write a circle and put an arrow sticking to it.
Right. Okay. Now we're gonna write that in the form of sentences. So let's go down, and so you're gonna draw this diagram for me. So this is now how, right? It doesn't have to be pretty and spanking pretty. Just write the y-axis, right? X-axis, and then tell me where the shaded region of x is greater than or equal to 5 is. So you see on this graph where the color is different, when it reaches x is greater than or equal to 5, it's going to practically lightly shade that region for me to tell me that that's the region where x is. Understand?
Yes, sir. Sir. Sir, I have one of these books. I have one of these books in Jamaica. If I knew that I needed it, I would have brought it.
Remember, as I said, not to worry because I scanned the book for you, and the link is right at the top of the right here. So if you click on,
sir, not that, sir.
Not
that, like the one which you said that we should shade in whatever color on one side. The grid book.
Right.
But I have one, but I left it.
Gotcha. Yeah, Isabel, you were saying something?
Do we have to draw all those squares?
No, you don't. You don't. Just draw the lines, the 2 important lines. The one's going up, the one's going across, and where the range is. Understand? Okay. I'll give you 1 minute to do that. 1 minute. So it's going to draw, as I said, the Y line, the X line, number it a little bit, and then tell me where the range of X is greater than or equal to 5 by shading it. And that's it. Woo.
Okay. Okie dokie. So do we have to number it?
Number it. You can just number it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then when it reaches 5, you just start to shade it there.